All right, so we've got a new thing that we're going to do here. This is the mailbag. We're
Mailbag!
Have, Anthony and my daughter Chris do the first. I'm going to show up in future episodes. You can't see me, but I'm totally bad. I'm running the show. Important stuff. So basically what we have is we're going to have people submit questions, so you can either get on the comments section of this video, or you can, probably best, just get on the comments section of this video, ask question, and you might be featured in the mailbag. So basically what the premise is here, I've been submitted questions. They don't know what the questions are. I'm going to hand them a card that's going to have the question on it, and they're going to answer the question. So the first one we have is for Anthony.
All right.
Oh, we're reading them out loud.
Yeah,
oh,
you get the question, you read it out loud, and then you answer the question.
Awesome.
All right, so the first question for me is, when is it time to use urethane?
Mr. Black Widow Urethane.
Now, if you're throwing a Black Widow Urethane league, Nick Campfield. You know, I went my entire bowling career until recently without urethane. And I'm not on tour, but I wouldn't say I'm completely unsuccessful. So I'm not real sure that there is a time for urethane. However, I made a ball video on a longer pattern a couple weeks ago. And when I missed, it's because the ball didn't read the lane. So when I went and grabbed urethane and moved to touch right, I'd never had trouble with the ball not seeing the pattern. So it was a Black Widow Urethane, and it had a really good look. But when I missed, it was really bad. So I'm not sure there's ever really a time for urethane. But the pros really like it on shorter patterns. If you got a ton of oil up front and they're really, really, really hooking on the back end of the lane, then maybe urethane will be okay. But that's about it. Here.
What are your thoughts on urethane?
Wait, let me read. Oh, I thought you... That's not what I thought you were talking about, so I was confused, because I thought you said your thing, not your... We're done.
Okay.
I think we go back to she's feeling 22.
Yeah.
I'm a little deaf, I guess, today.
Yeah.
Why would you use it when you can't see the lane? I don't understand why you'd use your thing when you can't see the lane.
Yeah.
You should become a rapper.
I can rap.
No, you can't.
Yep.
Let's hear it.
No, it's not on one of the question cards. That's not on one of the question cards.
Different episode. All right, so the
Hashtag not
second
enough
question
beer.
we have is for Chris.
Ooh, same color card.
Oh, great. It's a smart one that I had probably no idea the answer to.
Read the question.
Oh, okay. My question, what are your thoughts on symmetric versus...
Asymmetric.
I can read.
I know, but I wanted to do that so bad.
Asymmetric course. I don't know.
So by definition, symmetric means something that is the same on all sides. Asymmetric means that there's an imbalance.
I haven't gone on detail.
So
I don't spend 24 hours a day at the pro shop. I'm sorry.
Me either. I don't get paid that much. All of your balls are symmetric.
Well, I actually knew that one, but I don't think I'm trying to think, though, if I've had an asymmetric.
actually, I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think I've had one.
Like she had a Marvel S. I don't think that you've ever had an asymmetric ball.
I don't think so.
Sounds like the next.
Because I know
Maybe we'll have to
you
get
told.
you one so you can have an opinion about it.
Well, I mean, you've told me that all the other bowling balls I've had were symmetric, not. I don't know. Christina's retarded today.
She just doesn't spend 24 hours in a pro shop.
Yeah.
That was a serious question. I knew the green one was a serious question.
I'm pretty sure that the color didn't have anything to do with it, but
Because that means there's another serious one coming.
yeah. Well, we'll see. They might have some that could be kind of interesting. All right. Next question for Anthony.
How many?
I do want to know, did somebody reach out and ask her this on the last video, or did you make this happen?
There were a couple questions that were directed specifically at each one of you that I'm holding back. This is one of the first ones.
Okay.
And some of the other ones were I just picked. So
Did Mom make this question?
no, she wrote it down. I totally picked it for you though.
You picked it for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that was mine.
Nobody cares.
When you bowl Luke for Cheddar, how many pins do you have to give him? He gives me pins. He clearly out-averages me often.
I'm not the guy that throws urethane, that like plays fourth arrow with urethane.
I can play fourth arrow with urethane. He gives me pins. There's clearly an imbalance there. Oh.
What was that?
Fatness.
Skinniness.
Go ahead, Chris. How do you feel about asymmetric course?
I thought we answered this question.
I don't remember hearing
I
an answer at all.
The question was actually answered.
I will attempt
Maybe we'll come back to that one.
We'll come back.
TJ had an interview. I'm going to get an answer and come back to you.
All right. Next question for Chris.
Yay.
Oh.
Oh my god. Do I have to read all this?
Yes, because it's hilarious.
Okay.
This was actually a serious, real question directed at you. I already told people about you, so.
We both did.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what all was said. Okay. My question: how does it feel to have a bowling rock star of the people father? Okay, whatever. How do you deal with the fame and fame and pressure of your last name? Do you feel?
I didn't make this up. I can go on Patreon and show you the question.
There's an actual question? What?
Great question, Colt, by the way. Thank you.
Okay. Do you feel you will forever live in your father's shadow? That's a little hurtful.
Cool.
Or do you have big dreams of one day breaking out from under the enormous shadow? I feel like this is insulting if it keeps saying I'm behind your shadow.
No,
considering the fact that I'm short, so, you know.
My shadow's not that much bigger than yours.
It's a small
Okay.
joke.
You now live live under being cast by your old man. You're not that old.
That's figure of speech.
Yeah, he's red for 26.
It's figure of speech that totally doesn't work in our situation. But
Do you fear your own accomplishments will never be enough because you're Luke's daughter?
Hashtag discuss.
Hashtag discuss, smiley face with the tongue out.
Discus.
Discuss.
Gonna make the bowling arguments page.
Yeah.
There's too many questions in this for me to answer. Okay.
I think there's really one.
I think it's just one.
I think it's this
think-
last one. Do you fear your own accomplishments? I think that's probably...
I don't know.
I mean...
Basically...
I really don't. I don't...
What he's
I
saying
fear
is
nothing.
that I'm YouTube famous. and
He's
there's a lot
YouTube
of pressure.
famous
Yeah, I'm
and-
YouTube famous, and there's a lot of pressure on... Do you feel the pressure to, like...
Right.
No.
Dot your I's, cross your T's. That way he doesn't go to jail. Looks bad on his image.
It's impossible to look bad on your image. You're I'm sorry. Bowling rock star of the people father.
Yeah,
In quotations.
It really said that.
It
I didn't make that up. It really said
They came out.
seriously said it. But
Look, there was even.
he's the best father ever. The fact that he adopted me is pretty awesome. Let's see.
And I'm bowling famous on
And he's bowling famous on YouTube. I said it, not you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm his daughter, so I'm cooler. Ba-doop.
Alright, so anyway, that's going to be the first episode of Mailbag. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll have several more of these, maybe on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, who knows. But I actually have more questions, so we're going to call this an episode for right now. We're going to get right into the next one. There's still dragon's milk.
Yeah, it's gonna be some dragon's milk for a while.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us. This was fun.
About half
Thank
the
you.
bottle. Is that really